Okay, so a few weeks ago we've done a few of these lessons before as well. We had Sensei Lyndon come down, do a class on this, but a lot of you missed out on learning the bow. It's probably one of my favourite weapons. I think it's probably one of the easiest to learn and use. It's a distance weapon, which is good. I think it's things that can be found easily around the house to use, broomsticks and stuff like that. This is a proper bow from the martial arts shop. You can get them from Bunnings if you go and buy some Dow. The weight's not quite right, but it's pretty good. Just remember how thick you would like it and be comfortable. Height-wise, should be around about just taller than your own head, but you know, it's a rough sort of estimate. So today I'll do a forward view to begin with, full kata. We'll then break it down into sections. Each section you really need to be stopping, going over that section again and again and again to be comfortable with it. I would say probably 10 times, maybe more, 5 minutes per section. Then move on to the next section again and again, remembering at the end of each section, go from the kata beginning through to the end of that section. Because otherwise what you'll do is you'll have jointed kata with gaps in between. You'll forget between those, what's the transition between section 1, section 2 and so on. So make sure you transition from the beginning all the way through to that section until you get to the end. To finish, I'll do the kata full and then both sides so you can see a full view of what you're doing there. Basic things with the bow. Tapered bows, a lot of people have tapered bows. They're not traditional Japanese or Okinawan tapered bows. The reason we have these is this end point is where you're striking. That's your striking point. So we want to strike to the bridge of the head or nose or collarbone, these kind of things. But that's the sharpened end here. 50-50 or 30-30-30, I should say, percent. Third, here, this way. This should be finished like hikate. Hand should come back, as in pulling back my fist. Think about this as an extension of your hand. So my normal kamae is here, like so. If I'm holding a bow, it's very similar here. Centered, slight angle. The main strokes that we're going to be using here are if backwards, think of being zinkel, and then just turn to look this way. This block, reverse block, stab. Forwards is really like again, I think I've covered it in the video, or I'll cover it in the video, rowing strokes. This could be used as a block, a trip, or just hit with this one, swing over, hit. Speed of the bow is important. We're trying to get not far, not slow, but quick. It's an extension of your hands. So you punch fast, hit. The faster you can hit, the more damage that can be done. You can practice this with a partner if you have one, a willing partner, and a nice strong bow. One of you would just hold your bow this way, not near your head. So forward of your head and up above your headline, about here. Other partner is just practicing their step. So you want to be hitting and finishing your drive forwards, the same as if we're punching. The same principle applies. So as you punch, you lead with your hand and then drive through the punch. Same with the bow. Don't hit with your hands, then step. Don't step, then hit. Try and lead with your hand, but as you're coming through, lead and step. Finish and forward move. Driving forwards as we're hitting with this bow. Stabbing, again, backhand grips, front hand, loose on the bow and stab. This can be done also, but for this particular kata, stab this way, or this way, like a pull cue. Okay, it's a pretty simple weapon. We don't have any flash sort of spins and stuff in this particular kata. There are some kata that hold a long hit this way to come right over. That can be effective, but that's a finishing technique because it's hard to recover from here. This way, you're always in control of what you're doing, and it's easy to turn and keep control of the bow. So have fun with it, be careful with it, make sure you're in a decent space. Juniors, if you're going to be practicing with this, make sure your parents are aware that you're training with a stick, please, and don't go around hitting people if they're not aware that you're supposed to be doing it. So have fun, some fun with it. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy. Shushi no kon. Okay, so Shushi no kon is the first of the bow kata that we train for. So this is a bow, a staff. It's a bow in Japanese. We hold it third. So if you're thinking of three pieces, one hand here, one hand here. A couple of different ways to hold the bow. Gyaka, just here, like reverse. Jonti, this way, hand slightly over the top. So strength of the hand on top, fingers at the bottom. So if the bow is knocked, it knocks into our hand, not this way, which would release our grip. So Jonti meaning forwards, Gyaka, reverse. So side by side, cross, or on the diagonal. These are the two ways for this particular kata. We carry our bow for this kata in the front. Other katas, safety ways, we would carry behind this direction and then spread out. But for Shushi no kon, we start here. So, sobi Dutch. Ready? Now, this kata we come into haystack Dutch, hand, cross. Now, moving the bow, this is what I call the rowing stroke. So it's like a row type stroke, as if you were in a kayak. So from here, hand up, bow starts to move first. As we come over to strike, we step back into Zenkutsu Dutch, hit hand and foot same time. Top of the bow, it's aiming for top of the head. So about your own head height, edge of the bow, here. From here, feet together, twist back, twist, into Shika Dutch, twist forwards and stab. From here we open into Kosa Dutch, strike. So this is a locking maneuver towards the ankle, block and stab. Notice how I keep this hand fixed. This hand doesn't let go, push, but just slides like a pull cue, slides onto the ankle or the foot. From here, straight up into Zenkutsu Dutch, opening your left foot and block, standing behind, left hand up, standing behind your bow, so you can block either way. From here, turning right foot around, left foot compensates into Zenkutsu Dutch. Again, from here we rowing stroke, row, so you can hit here, a lock from the bottom, so a lock and strike. Now, just like a Chudan Yokukai block, Chudan and stab. Opening back up to Kosa Dutch, block, stab. Pick together, and here, we'll go that far. So, from the start, Shushi no kon, turn and hit, pull back, twist, stab, open, block, stab, step up, left hand up, turning around, and block, swing, hit, block, stab, opening up, block, stab, stepping up, feet together, bow in the air, pointing towards your opponent, probably around collarbone height. Once more, a bit quicker this time. Ski, ready, kata yoi, Shushi no kon. Okay, run through that a number of times, pause the video if you need to, probably at least 5 to 10 times, just running through that process, getting it into your brain. Okay, next move, from here. we're up. We step forwards, stepping first, and hit. Back up. As I'm moving hand and feet at the same time, and hit. Up, ki point. Hi-ya! So once more. From here, start here, stab, step up, forwards, and hit. Forwards, hit, forwards, hit, ki point, hi-ya. Remembering, as we're hitting forwards, we want to be moving at the same time, so hand and foot together. Don't step. Try and avoid stepping and then just arms, like this. We want to keep our body behind the technique. As we discussed before, with whole body performing techniques, so we're moving, same time, hit, still traveling weight forwards. Okay, once more, from here, step up, hitch, knee, sun, ay. Okay, from there. So, again, practice all the way through just this section, at least 5, maybe 10 times, then go through from the beginning. We'll do that now, from the start, through to our first ki point. Ski, break, kata yoi, Shushi no kon. From here, look to your right. Step, lead with the bow. Remember, this is the extension of our hands. So this is blocking. You don't move into it, then block. We have to lead with the bow. Look as we turn and hide behind. So into crosser Dutch. That's this, hiding behind your bow. Now, move the bow first. Moving, drop back, and hit into Zenkutsu Dutch. Block, stab. Crossel Dutch. Block, stab, step straight through into block. Again, rowing stroke, hit, block, and stab. Now remember, don't be confused between Crossel Dutch, which is Zenkutsu Dutch reversed this way, and Crossel Dutch. You can remember this because it's like a cross step here. So make it like a T step. So where were we? Here. From here, look, step out, bow leads, start to move bow first. Bow, hit, block, stab, open up, hit, or block, stab, step all the way through, swing and hit, block, stab. Okay, from the top, all the way through to there, remembering to that second move, or third move now, third section, at least 5 or 10 times through, then run from the beginning all the way through. Ski, break, kata yoi, Shushi no kon. Okay, last section. So from here, Zenkutsu Dutch, look forwards, step. As I step across, right foot comes across, and again in a cross step, keep looking towards your opponent, and left hand up to blocking posture, Zenkutsu Dutch. Slight angle of the bow, this way. Now, thieves step forwards, just like how you would turn in Shushi Dutch, or for those who have done Nanko for second hand, the same step as we do kick, block, block, punch. From here, thief step, sneak it through, bow starts to move. As we move into Zenkutsu Dutch, hit and hit. Right foot back, keep looking, sideways Shika Dutch, second ki point. step up. Subidachi to bow. Remember the rule of hands together, feet together, hands apart, feet apart, and bow. So, where were we? From here, block, stab, we look, step back, and behind the bow. See, step, start to move. 1, 2, go back, and higher. Okay, stop the video there, run through that those last moves, again 5-10 times, then run through from the beginning. Let's put it all together. Ski. Great. Kata-ha. Shushi no kon. Okay, so I'll do this on a side view. Hopefully I've got enough space here, and you'll be able to see how we go from sideways views. Shushi no kon. To the outside as well. Shushi no kon. Shushi no kon.